Hi, my name is Rohan Dewan, and I'm here to present to you the Great Debate. Now, many of you may be wondering, what am I talking about? Well, you see, I'm here to present to you today what is the most pressing matter which our generation needs to discuss. And some of you may be thinking, is it how hard Will Smith slapped Chris Rock? Or whether water is wet? The answer is neither. In fact, it is actually what is the greatest movie of all time? Some of you may be thinking, is it Morbius, which I have personally watched over more billion times? Is it The Godfather? Is it The Dark Knight? Is it Zootopia? And some of you also may be wondering, who is this guy here to tell me what the greatest movie of all time is, and where does his credibility stem from? You see, me personally, I own an AMC rewards card, which just shows you how dedicated I am to the craft of watching and analyzing movies, seeing what they're worth, seeing what it's about, and ultimately deciding how good a movie is or not. And to that, I'm here to give you my answer on what the greatest movie of all time is. The greatest movie of all time is Minions, Rise of Gru. I mean, it's a very good movie, and not to mention my three main reasons why this is so is their box office success, the lovable characters, the cultural influence, #GentleMinions, and yeah, so let's get into it. Minions and their success at the box office. Minions Rise of Gru had actually achieved an estimated 717 million USD at the box office, which is a lot of money. It's more money than I have, for sure. And to that, I'll also say that over half of their sales were international, which means that they're a global phenomenon, meaning that their influence is not only in the country of their origin, that their success is everywhere, showing how their ability to reach different audiences despite cultural boundaries is really just, it's a mastercraft. It can really reach any audience. Not to mention, they also have lovable characters. Bob, Kevin, and Stuart here are three comedic relief characters. You see, they act as the three stooges in this movie. They are always there, to get a good laugh out of the audience. And in fact, no matter what language you speak, no matter what culture you come from, these guys always get a good laugh out of you just because of the way they physically demonstrate themselves. They're very comedic in their movements, which is how awesome they are. And also we have our lovable protagonist, Gru, who's actually an evil genius, who slowly warms up to people over time. The perfect term for a character like him is the Japanese word tsundere, which means that he's initially cold, but he warms up to people over time. You see, he gives people the cold shoulder, but when you get to really know him, he's really such a lovable guy. The cultural influence. Minions and GentleMinions. Of course, the trend GentleMinions. You see, the trend GentleMinions had made waves with the young adults. In fact, the way the movie really reached this audience, there's no such thing as a greatest movie of all time if it doesn't have a cultural impact. And the cultural impact it had is that it had waves of young teens going to the movies, in suits and ties, having a good time, enjoying this mastercraft, with their friends, family groups, church groups. Everybody was going, everybody's having a ball. Not to mention, it was actually so wild that so many people were going that cinemas couldn't even handle them. They couldn't handle all these young adults. They didn't know what to do, to the point that some cinemas even banned people from wearing suits to go to them, which is wild. All over our favorite movie, Minions Rise of Gru. And that is why Minions Rise of Gru is the greatest movie of all time, because of their box office success, lovable characters, and also the cultural influence. Thank you, fellow GentleMinions, and have a good day.